Anyway, something else on YouTube that I saw that kind of got the ball rolling for tonight's stream was a video. I don't even know why it popped up in my feed because I don't follow this guy. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. But the title had me interested because on the thumbnail you see just like this boomer guy, right? Looks like a good old boy. And the title was How Diversity Got Rid of Competency. And I was like, oh, holy shit. Is it starting to click with some people? Is it starting to click with some people that white replacement means everything's going to start to suck? Are you telling me that there's actually boomers out there that are putting this together? And that's kind of how it appears at first. So let's have a little listen. This is how it starts out. I cut it way down. So this part's edited, but it starts out with a lot of these videos that, in fact, this is becoming a genre. It's becoming a genre now of content creation to just go around on job sites and point out the shitty work that Mexicans do. Like that's now a genre of content. There are channels dedicated to just white guys going to job sites where they're building a house or something and go, oh, look, this sucks. Hey, look, the Mexicans did this and this sucks. Oh, the Mexicans did this and this sucks. And that's kind of how it starts out.
I took this past week off to help some friends out. They brought in a contractor to build a deck for them, and it was supposed to have an enclosed porch, screened-in porch on it, on the front here. It turned into a disaster. Let's dig a little deeper now. Let's take a look at some of the stuff. Okay, so we've got this beam right here. All right, this is going to support what's going to be the roof. Okay, let's take a close look at this beam. Not a lot of support there, is it? All of these beams are out of plumb. I know that's hard to imagine, but they are. Okay, we've got this beam, and we've got a pier under it. We've got this beam, and we've got a pier under it. They're just not centered on the house. Notice where the front door is, notice where that beam is, notice where that beam is. The piers weren't laid out very well. That pier should have been on the corner matching that, and then these should have been equally spaced in between everything, just symmetry. This beam here, and we've got a beam up top. All right. Notice anything unusual about the beam up top? Yeah, they literally have a joist hanger holding up that beam. Okay, so the beam that's on this side that's running across that's going to support all of the rafters for the roof, it's supported by a joist hanger. This beam here on the corner, well, it's just like the one back there. It's not supported by anything underneath it. There we go. It's just out in space.
That's right. And so this is how a lot of these videos go, right? They just point out like the fact that everything's being built like shit. Like complete and utter shit because Mexicans are shitty builders. And all this propaganda you've been told, hey, work hard and but you know, they have you been to Mexico? Isn't it weird that all the greatest builders of the world would come from a country where everything looks like shit? You know, like, has anyone done the math before on that one? So he points out all these things wrong with it. And you're like, he's putting together the fact that, well, you know, like this is a product of diversity. I mean, that's what the title implies, right? And so he starts to opine, and he almost gets it. He's getting there, It's just that residue. That residue it's thick. It's had decades to build up in there, right? It's like if you ever had like you ever try to restore an old car that's been sitting a long time and the gas tank was never emptied. And you can try to get it running. You can change out the fuel filter and spray out the carburetor and whatnot, but until you drain out the gunk in the gas tank, it's just gonna keep clogging up.
I went to have my tailpipe fixed on my truck. Tailpipe had broke loose from the muffler, and I went by the muffler shop, and it wasn't a muffler shop anymore. And so the old man that ran the business, he either finally sold it or retired or passed away or something. I don't know, I hadn't heard. Okay, but the last time I talked to him, he was looking to sell the business and retire, and he was on up in age. All right, well, that particular old man, when I left there Monday and he wasn't there anymore, I felt bad, primarily because I knew I was going to miss just being able to go there and whatever and he'd had done on a exhaust, he was just going to do it and do a really good job. I mean, it was going to be right. All right. With that said, he wasn't a very nice old man. I mean, he really wasn't. He was plain spoken, and he was the opposite of diversity. Whatever. If a woman had went to his shop, she would have swore up and down he was just sexist, misogynist, patriarch, all the bad terms you can think to call a man. She'd have swore he was all those. If a minority went to his shop, they would swear up and down he was racist. I mean, he was the stereotypical racist white male, old racist white male. Okay, except for he wasn't any of those things.
No, he probably was. He probably was. But he's tiptoeing. He's tiptoeing. He's walking through that sludge in the gas tank. He's tiptoeing through it. He's trying to say, but he wasn't right. No, he probably was. He probably was sexist. And he probably was racist.
He was just an ass.
And he was probably that too.
Let me rephrase that. He didn't have social skills. Okay, and that's something I've noticed in the past is that so many people that are really smart and really competent and good at something, they so often don't have any social skills. Okay, that part of their brain, the part that controls interactions with people, it don't work. But they're good at what they do. Okay, and then I was thinking more about this, and I realized that so much of what we hear about as far as diversity, really, it isn't about racism. It's trying to get rid of mean people.
No, it's trying to get rid of white people. See, he's so close. He's so close. He doesn't realize, no, it's about getting rid of white people. It's just that non-whites think we're assholes. Because we are better at stuff. And we do get frustrated when dealing with stupid people. And so we come across as assholes. We come across as condescending assholes because you have to condescend when talking to someone where there's a good 20-point IQ gap. So he's sort of identified the problem, but he's stripping the racial aspect out of it.
Okay, that's basically what it comes down to. We don't want any mean people.
White people.
Right, well, then you get into, well, what do you mean by mean? Because there are some racist people out there. There are sexists. Pick something. There's somebody out there that's that, of all races and colors and sexes and everything else.
Oh my God, stop.
There's some people that they're rude. They're not mean. Again, they don't have social skills. Okay, well, we got rid of those people.
White people.
That old man that retired from the muffler shop or so, whatever happened, okay, he couldn't get a job at any corporation. I mean, they'd bring him in for an interview, and first question, nope.
That's what's happening to white people. See, you've figured it out, kind of, but you're so afraid.
He was salty. That ain't gonna fly in a modern corporate work environment where everybody's got to be nice.
And no one can be white and competent. So he's so close. He's so close.
The people working on this were really nice. Very diverse group. Right, the people at Home Depot, that's the modern, corporate diversity, nice people, inclusive, all that. Which is fine. Except for I sure miss competency from somebody.
You miss white people.
I mean,
yes. And now what I edited out, the reason he mentioned Home Depot there is he talked about how he called up Home Depot and they barely spoke English and they were assholes. I don't mean like assholes like me, like the way he's using it. Assholes as in like morons. And he just can't bring himself. He said white, he's like knocking on heaven's door on this one.
With diversity, that whole, we need diversity. All right, it started out as we got to fight racism, sexism, all the isms. Okay, and I get that.
No,
and there are some mean people out there that are racist, sexist, misogynist. You pick something. But it never, just somewhere along the line, I think the whole diversity movement just assumed competence would just happen on its own.
Yes. Yes, they assumed if they got rid of white people, the non-whites would perform at white levels. That's what you're so close. You can't get through all that sludge in the gas tank. You got to drain that sludge out, man. You got to drain that sludge out. It's not about assholes. They're trying to get rid of white people because white people are competent. They got rid of the white people. Now no one's competent because they're not white.
And it didn't. And what it turned into is just a war on
white people.
Outspoken, brutally honest people.
White people.
Asses. I mean, that's about the only way to describe them. I mean, just
white people.
But those were the competent people.
White people.
And we lost them.
White people. For the love of God, just fucking say it. And you can tell he knows. You can tell he knows. So annoying. You can tell he fucking knows. But he won't say it. He won't say it. And that's the problem. And I've talked a lot about how behavior is genetic, and this is one of these genetic behaviors of white people, unfortunately. The more I go back and look at the history of white nationalism and people that have been trying to sound the alarm, and then you look at the people who oppose them, they're often other white people. And it's shocking how exactly the fucking same the arguments are. Because it is and it isn't. It is until you realize it's genetically coded. And those people will get selected out. That's the good news. It's just going to be a painful process. A very painful process. And we were born at a time where like that process is taking place.